Welcome, my beautiful souls, to today's reading with Wild Pod Spirit. Being called to my emotion deck today, I think there's, for this collective, something's just come over you, and I'm feeling, for the most part, you've been quite grounded and strong of recent, but this is just like, it's just something's triggered you, whether it's, a cosmic trigger or some sort of energetic pull, and something. There's some heavy emotion here I'm feeling. So I just want to tap into this collective's emotion right now, please, Spirit. Confidence. I think that's normally you. Normally you're shining in your courage and confidence. Your Queen of Wands energy is what I'm feeling here. Like, I think that's you normally, but there's something that's come over you recently that sort of just dimmed that a little bit. And maybe it's someone who's come back in your life or done something. Okay, guilt. Guilt is an unresolved emotion. Inspiration, and this can be wands as well, like inspired. I feel that this is what you're normally like. I want to get one more for this guilt. Unresolved emotional entanglement. Introspection. Helplessness. Okay. I think this has come over. So again, I'm feeling this is how you normally shine. You're normally in your Queen of Wands energy. You're charismatic, you're courageous, you're confident, you're inspired, you're inspirational. It's like that's you normally. But this week or the last couple of days, I'm feeling like there's been something here. Guilt is an unresolved emotion that emotional entanglement that makes you reflect on your actions. By letting go of guilt, you can achieve spiritual freedom. Self-forgiveness is an important step towards inner peace. And helplessness is the feeling of losing control over your circumstances, making you feel like you cannot change the situation. Helplessness reminds you not to give up even when the darkest moments, even in the darkest moments, as a turning point might be hidden within. And the introspection is like self-reflection, essentially. So I'm feeling you're reflecting on something here that you feel is out of your control. And you feel, I'm hearing guilty for even, like, I shouldn't even care about this, or I shouldn't even, it's like you feel guilty for even feeling anything towards this situation at all. It's like this is something you feel like I feel like you're beating yourself up about something, is what I'm feeling from this. Like you are this normally, but then something's just triggered this in you, and you are reflecting and are trying to think about it, but you're like, what is even, like, why am I even getting triggered by this? What is even happening here? Why am I feeling guilty for feeling, I want to just get one more for this because I feel maybe there's something that'll stand out to you, but guilt and, yeah, trusting, detachment. Okay. You're feeling guilty for detaching and trusting in yourself, and you shouldn't be. I'm hearing this and I'm going to say it. If someone, let's say, for example, someone's treated you poorly and you've decided, you know what, I'm going to walk away. I'm going to choose me. I'm going to walk away. And then they tell you, you're so heartless. And they may have said those exact words to you, but I'm feeling like I'm hearing this for a reason here. It's like that guilt trip of, well, it doesn't matter if I treated you badly. You're meant to care about me. Therefore, you have to do X, Y, Z for me. And it's like, no. Don't let that person make you feel guilty for this. You walked away because of their behavior, not because you didn't care. And that's the whole point. Like, you care too much, probably. But you feeling this helplessness. You're not in control of this person's behavior. Only they are in control of their behavior. Only they can choose to grow. Only they can choose to self-reflect. All you can do is reflect on your behavior. And you know what? If someone treated me like that, I'm walking away too, and I'm focusing on me. I'm not putting up with that anymore. I'm not putting up with guilt trips. I'm not welcoming that energy anymore. And maybe this is a lesson you're really learning, and this is that cosmic trigger of like, no, you're not supposed to feel guilty for walking away from someone who's mistreated you. No, you're not meant to feel like you need to save everyone, because of course it's going to make you feel helpless. My beautiful, beautiful soul, I feel this reading is finding you because you're being pulled out of this energy. You're being pulled out of your confidence, your trust in the universe, your faith, your wands journey, your passion. You're being pulled out of this by this trigger. And like I said, it could literally have just been this person's come back in and expected you to rescue them because you've always done that in the past. And it's like, no, that's not my job. That's not my job. You've treated me poorly and I've chosen myself. I'm going to keep focusing on me. Don't feel guilty for that. Never feel guilty for that. If they wanted to be better, they will work on themselves, but you don't need to be a part of that. They ask you for help, different story, but I don't feel that here. I don't feel that they've come to you and asked, can you help me work on myself? No. They want you to pull them out. They want you to rescue them from whatever bad decisions they've made. No, it's not your job. Don't feel guilty for that. Please don't feel guilty for that. Oh, my lovely. I want to get tarot. I'm going to get my bee tarot for you today. I'm feeling bee energy. What advice, Spirit, do you have for this collective? What advice do you have for this collective, please? What message do they need to hear today? Oh, Queen of Swords. And I'm seeing this, like, don't be afraid to speak your truth, to speak your needs and say, you know what? No, that doesn't no, I'm not dealing with that anymore. That doesn't align to me. I'm not going to be treated like that, but do it in a respectful way. You know, you've got Queen of Swords upright, right? You're not being harsh about it, but you're being honest. Not my problem. Not my monkeys, not my circus, right? Nine of Wands, persevering. And I feel this is persevering through this cosmic trigger to get back into your beautiful energy, your Wands energy. Seven of Wands, boundaries, boundaries. This is not energy that I want in my life. I'm going to set my boundaries. I'm going to continue to detach and I'm not going to feel guilty about it. Boundaries. Ace of Pentacles. And maybe you do feel like I said, this helplessness, like you want to help them, but it's not an opportunity for you. It's not an offer. They're not offering you anything. They're just wanting you to save them. They're wanting you to rescue them because you've always done that for them. You're probably an empath. You're probably a generous, kind-hearted, beautiful person, and you always save them from themselves. And so, of course, they're coming back for you, but they're coming back with nothing. It's like a breadcrumb energy. I see Ace of Pentacles, and I know there's like literally bread in this image, you know, bread and honey, but upright, sure, that's an offer. This is like, here, I'll come back and let you save me. No, that's not a real offer. That's not a genuine anything. No, don't accept it. Don't accept that. One more. Oh gosh, that's way too many. That's like 5 cards. One more, please, Spirit. Yeah, there we go. Four of cups in reverse. So again, focus on those opportunities that you have for yourself. Don't focus on whatever this is. That's not boundaries. You've got opportunities coming here that you need to refocus on, because it's clear to me that this is something that has been a focus. You have been focusing on your growth, focusing on your purpose, your mission, your own journey. You've got way more to offer yourself than this person has to offer you. I'm just going to say that in a loving way, because, like I said, this person can choose to self reflect, choose to help themselves, but they don't. And sometimes they need you to walk away, and then they realize, oh, maybe I did dig myself a hole here. Maybe I need to get myself out of it. And until that happens, all you're doing is enabling bad behavior. And you don't want to be doing that. You've got, like I said, you're persevering with your mission and your opportunities. Set your boundaries in a clear, kind way for this situation. Not my monkeys, not my circus, right? Literally. It doesn't matter if they're going to guilt trip you. That is not your problem. That is not your emotion to feel. You haven't done anything wrong. You don't need to feel guilty for this, I promise you. I would like to get just a card for you quickly. So I've decided to go for my Intuitive Whispers Oracle, just to get a message from Spirit for this collective today. Let's see what message Spirit has for you today, please, Spirit. What message do you have for this collective, please? Gratitude for the past, number 20. And I always say, like, you have to thank whoever this is. Thank them, because without them, you probably wouldn't be here, right? But also thank your past self. Thank your past self for being strong enough to come through all of this and get to where you are, because you are stronger today than you have ever been. And you're still growing. You have so much strength because of who you were in the past, and because of who you are, or the people around you who have made you and helped you be the person that you are, whether it's, karmic connections, karmic lessons, or whether it's like people who've supported you and friends and people who've elevated you and helped you, pick up the pieces after this, whatever it is. Gratitude for all of those connections and yourself for being there. So this card says, you are who you are in this moment because of your past. The good, the bad, the highs, the lows, the struggles, and the successes. However, you do not need to define yourself only through that past. You may have come through hardship in your life, but there is a chance to release your past so it doesn't impact your present. Again, detachment. Instead, turn your focus to gratitude. Be grateful for getting where you are now because of that past. Be grateful that you have navigated every twist and turn along life's journey. Be grateful for the lessons you have learned along the way that have formed who you are. Because who you are in this moment is pretty damn wonderful. Like I said, you've come a long way. And all you've got to thank is obviously yourself, your past self, but everyone, and not just this person, but everyone in your life who supported you. Like I said, everything in your life has led to this moment. Before we close out, I actually just really want to I'm going to grab my tarot again. I really want to get like what's actually coming for you because I feel there's something coming here with this like wands journey, and I just want to get a little bit of a picture of that for you guys. Spirit, what's coming for collective with this courage energy, this inspiration, this trust? What's coming for this? Whoa, okay. Lots of Lovers, King of Pentacles, and Page of Swords. Okay, you're going to start learning some beautiful things. I think you're going to start learning. Maybe you have already started learning a new trade or a new skill, or you're branching out with your whether it's your career or your purpose, your passion, whatever it is, you're branching out, you're learning more. And I feel that through this learning, through this purpose, you've got a King of Pentacles, Lovers coming through. I feel like you're going to meet someone truly aligned to you. King of Pentacles, he's grounded, he's financially stable, prosperous, high achiever. He's emotionally stable. He's, again, like, he's grounded. He's a realist. He's practical. Like, all of the things you probably need in your life right now. So look, I just wanted to pull a couple of cards for what's coming, and it looks pretty damn good. So be grateful for this. Focus on gratitude for being where you are. And also, again, advice, speak your truth, put boundaries up, because someone like this, not going to put up with someone who doesn't have boundaries for people like this, who guilt trip them and, just detach. Anyway, just advice, but you've got this. Good luck.